Homebuilders continue to raise base prices, though, and the median price for closed transactions in May was $402,990. That's an all-time high for new homes.
This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now with local real estate expert Harvey Blankfeld.
Just this past week, Eli Siegel once again wrote, and his title of this article was Las Vegas Homebuilders Sales Fall as Prices Rise. The builders have seen sales decline a little bit of late. Now, they were on a tear of late. I mean, selling a lot of new homes. But the builders reported 1,085 net sales and newly signed contracts minus cancellations in May. And it's a second consecutive month-to-month drop and the lowest tally this year, according to Andrew Smith, president of the Home Builders Research. Now, home builders continue to raise base prices, though, and the median price for closed transactions in May was $402,990. That's an all-time high for new homes, going back to 1990. He attributed the high prices to builder increased costs and the hot market. Now, lumber was crazy expensive. All the materials were crazy high. But I heard I misheard it, but I hear that lumber's coming back down again.
It is coming back down.
Okay, that's huge. That's going to be very, very good.
It was up like 300%.
But nationwide, the pace of home builder sales also fell about 6% from April to May, and the national was 375 for new home builds.
I wonder if the drop is because they can't get materials.
I'll bet part of it was that they just couldn't build them. They had to probably slow down production a little bit because if I was them, I would have waited anyway.
Because the demand is there.
Yeah, and think about the cost. You got to believe that the cost of lumber was going to come back in line at some point. Maybe it's better to wait and get your material cost in line and then do it. It'll be interesting to see how if the trend continues. That'll be really interesting. You know, we're heading into traditionally a time of year as we get closer to as we get to the end of summer, things tend to chill out a little bit, you know, because kids are going back to school in a few weeks, that type of thing starts to happen. So we start to see some of that. It'll be interesting because last year had no seasonality to it whatsoever.
Yeah.
It was
constant.
Yeah, it was COVID year. So it was just crazy year. You've been listening to Las Vegas Real Estate Now. If you ever have a question about real estate or any of the other topics we cover, just call me off air or text me at 702-203-1165. You can also check us out on the web at lvrealestateradio.com or on our handle on social media at LV Real Estate Radio. We'll meet you on the radio next Saturday at 11 a.m. right here on the new 101.5 FM, 720 a.m. KDWN, the Talk of Las Vegas.